Today is day 9 of 30 Deeds, 30 Days, and today we're going to be volunteering at Autism Speaks, and it's got a lot of attention lately from celebrities like Jenny McCarthy and, of course, that TV show Parenthood. So we're going to go inside, volunteer, whatever they need me to do. Day 9, 30 Deeds, 30 Days, starts right now.
In terms of the stuff that we'd like you to do,
What's that?
and you tell us if this is the right, it's kind of down your alley or not. But there's one project, there's an online project. We've got celebrities like Samantha John, David Beckham, 110 celebrities. And in terms of you volunteering for us, I'd love for you to be one of the 110.
Sure, yeah.
If you're up for it.
Yeah, without question.
And then, given your background, one of the things that we're doing is recording an instructional video.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're able to help with either scripting and/or voicing some of that here for us, that would be
without question.
Awesome.
Yeah, whatever you need. I'm in.
Excellent. It was either that or photocopying. So.
Well, photocopying is fun, but
like you said,
yeah, we'll go with scripting and voicing.
So if you're good with that, that would be.
Yeah, no, I'm fantastic with that. Whatever you guys need, I'm here to do.
Let me show you.
Including photocopy.
So this is Puzzle Builder. The idea, like I was saying, it's a dynamic photo application. It's a fundraising application that the likes of which, not to do the sort of PR BS thing, but really that we haven't seen before. I mean, it's most online fundraising is here's a form, fill in your credit card details, that's it. The fundraising tools that we use to empower our donors are among the best that are out there, the suite of tools. But the ask is the same every time. You get that email, it's I'd like you to donate. A month later, I'd like you to donate. A month later, I'd like you to donate. And the way you make it stop is by donating. And there's no kind of there's one single consistent message, and it's hammered and hammered and hammered and hammered. Our thinking here is that by taking something that's ubiquitous online, which is photos, by tying into a big social network, in our case Facebook, and making a seamless link between Puzzle Builder, fundraising, and the social web, that we have an opportunity to really fundraise in a new way, which is pretty exciting for us. We have big plans for it. We're building the world's biggest online puzzle, and anyone can be a part of that online puzzle, and they'll be alongside folks like John and Kevin Lutz and all those other people. But most importantly, they'll fundraise by selling pieces of their puzzle, like this. So, what I was hoping you could help with, is it is easy, but we need to make it as easy as possible. Mm-hmm. So one of the things we're going to have on the site once it's launched is a sort of simple instructional video.
Let's not show my login information.
Oh, sorry. I was hoping you could walk us through what you were doing.
Okay, so right now I'm logging into the Puzzle Builder. I'm playing with it. I really don't know what I'm doing yet. So you can log in with your Facebook account and access my information. Yeah, I trust you guys. I trust Autism Speaks not to misappropriate my information. All right, so I mean it's easy. I mean it's incredibly easy. I mean it's as easy, if not easier, than actually setting up a Facebook account. I mean, because it took one photo and it was all linked. So yeah, so it shouldn't be hard to come up with a instructional dialogue.
That's actually the first time I've seen somebody who has never seen it before work their way through it. So that was slight heart and mouth, but that was good.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I mean it was very easy. So we're sitting here with Pat now. What exactly do you do with Autism Speaks?
I am the Executive Vice President of Marketing, Corporate Relations, and Development.
Now, you could have chosen a job, at a more traditional firm, but you're here at Autism Speaks. Why is it important for you to be at an organization like this?
I did work in a traditional firm. For many years, I was a senior executive at General Motors.
Yeah.
And during that same part of my life, I had also raised a son with autism, who's low functioning on the spectrum. So from my perspective, I was kind of living parallel lives, right? I had the one that was this corporate executive trying to do everything I could, make a profit, make the sales right now.
All about a bottom line. And
Right. And then on the other side of my life was this whole issue about my son. Can I get him into the right opportunities? And I participated in many charitable organizations, local charitable organizations where I lived, trying to give the opportunities for individuals with autism, which is really a tough thing to do. A few years back, I were able to leave the corporate world, and I made a conscious decision, that I was going to dedicate the rest of my life to people with autism.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And see whatever I can do to help them. When my son was diagnosed, he's 27 now, so he's a young man.
Yeah.
It was 4 in 10,000 children would be diagnosed with autism at that time.
Wow.
Now it's 1 in 110, and it's 1 in 70 boys. I mean, these numbers should be alarming.
They're
People
scary.
should be jumping on the rooftops around this country, because we have a national health crisis going on. Every 15 minutes, another family is hit with that A word in a psychologist's office. Sorry, your son has autism or your daughter has autism, and it's a lifelong disability, and you're just going to have to, do what you can to figure it out. And we were brought together as an organization 5 years ago, Autism Speaks, and our goal is to put ourselves out of business. And if we can get some solutions, if we can get some answers, if we can get some treatments that make people's lives better, then we did pretty good.
Well, hopefully in the next 5 years or so, we can put you out of work.
I'm looking forward.
Hopefully you're looking for a job soon.
I'm looking forward to it. I want to go play golf.
Well, thank you so much for chatting with us.
Yeah, it's great.
It's really personal, and what you do is great. And it's scary. Those numbers are terrifying as a person who doesn't have children now, to think in a few years that 1 in 70, that is a terrifying number. 1 in 70.
Two years ago, when the CDC released their numbers, it was 1 in 150. Now, just 2 years later, it was 1 in 110.
Well, there have been too many families who've heard the A word since we've been chatting with you, so I'll let you go.
Okay.
But thank you very much.
Okay.
A lot of great information. It was my pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, as you can imagine, there are a lot of questions when it comes to autism about the science of things, and a lot of people have been so gracious to try and explain some of the science, but I figured that we would sit down with somebody who really knows, or has a better grip on the science. So I'm here with Andy. Now, what exactly do you do for Autism Speaks?
I'm the Vice President of Scientific Affairs at Autism Speaks.
Okay, so what causes autism?
Well, we believe that it's a combination of genetic and environmental factors.
Also, you hear a lot about vaccinations. Is there any research to support that the vaccinations that we're giving to our children at birth and adolescence have anything to do with autism?
Right. So today there's been several large-scale studies done on the population available. These are looking at a population of 500,000 or more sometimes, and there has not been a link established between autism and vaccination.
Wow. You're definitely much smarter than I am.
Now I'm just doing this all the time. So.
All right. Well, thank you for your time. I think you helped answer a couple of questions of mine. I think you also gave me a couple more questions to try and figure out. So I appreciate your time, and really just keep up the good work.
Thank you. And doing this is really important, because we need to get this information out to the community, to not just the families, but also the unaffected, the general public, so they can understand better what autism is about, what we're doing. Because at the end of the day, what we want is a more compassionate society.
We need to remove the stigma and then come together as a community.
And knowledge is the key to that.
It is, and you have a lot of it.
Well, I'll try.
A
Thanks.
lot of it. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Well, we've just wrapped up here at Autism Speaks, and I got to be honest, I was really impressed with how nice everybody here was. Not that everybody so far hasn't been nice at all the organizations we've been to, but these people here at Autism Speaks are exceptionally nice. They were really a pleasure to work with today, and we're not even done yet, because I'm going to be voicing one of their videos. So I got to hit the studio and record a voiceover for them. So I guess this deed, not quite done yet, but I think we can officially put the stamp on it. Day 9, all done.